Hello everybody. I'm giving you dynamic realness right here. I like how your hand goes towards the camera. I'm back. I know that my booktube activities or comments and watching and likes has been low this week. I'm so sorry. I apologize. This week I have been in somewhat of a gray mood that I've been trying to get out of, and it's pretty much almost gone, even though some lady at work today tried to get on my ass about something that had nothing to do with me, and she had to get her ass smarted right back. I had to get back with that woman, but I'm trying to clear my energy of all that sort of thing, that stuff. But I am back, and I'm going to pick up the next week by being more active. I'm so sorry. There's a couple of other things that happened. Like, one, I had to get a new battery for my laptop. I had some issues with Best Buy and my what is it, the antivirus thing, where I had to go through all this stuff. It was just a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm gonna film this video now because I really want to do this tag, and I received it from Christina the Bookworm. So thank you, Christina. I appreciate it. And this is the social media book tag. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here. I appreciate you guys for clicking in, and I'm gonna start sharing some of the books that I love that's related to this good old book tag. So the first thing is Twitter, a book you want to share with the world. That was so freaking easy. So the book I want to share with the world is The Kitchen God's Wife by Amy Tan. Everybody knows that I love this book. Like, oh my god, this is seriously, between this and Toni Morrison's Beloved, like these they be battling, they be beefing with each other about who is gonna be my favorite one. But yes, A Kitchen God's Wife is definitely one of my favorite books ever. I encourage anybody who ever has the time to read this book to go and pick it up and read it. You familiar, everybody has read The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan. And I think The Kitchen God's Wife, the Joy Luck Club was split between probably 8 different narratives. A Kitchen God's Wife, it kind of zooms in and just holds the ground between two narratives, and that's Pearl and Winnie Lou. Pearl is the daughter and Winnie Lou is the mother, and the mother is basically using a sort of framed narrative to illustrate to Pearl what she had to go through in escaping China, which includes, oh my god, some crazy men, stealing bus tickets, I think it was what happened, some of her babies dying. She would leave her babies with people to watch her child, and she would come back and that child was dead. It was just so crazy and good and engrossing. I think this is one of the books that really, I've always had an affinity for Chinese literature and African American, that of course, Asian American writers, but I think this was one of the books that really made me say, aha, this is why I really like Asian American and Asian authors. I love this book. I recommend this book highly. Okay, so the next question is Facebook, a book you really enjoyed that was recommended by someone else, and that's easy. It was actually Naked in Death by J.D. Robb. Unfortunately, I don't read J.D. Robb anymore, and I'm kind of pissed at myself because I do want to go back and continue reading her 50 plus books, and I think I'm gonna crack and do it again, but it really have to be Naked in Death because I fell in love with J.D. Robb, not with this book, but with the next book after it. But this was recommended to me by a friend I used to work with at Borders. She was more of a Nora Roberts reader, but I was like, look, I'm not gonna read Nora Roberts. I ain't got time to be reading about nobody being in a romance. So she suggested this series, and if you're familiar with J.D. Robb, she writes the in-depth mystery series that takes place in the future, far future, and it is basically a mysteries thriller series about a homicide detective named Eve Dallas with a dark past. And J.D. Robb, I don't appreciate how you resolve Eve's dark past. So that's why I stopped reading you, and you need to get back together with that, even though I believe your books are ghost written. I said it right there. But yes, I still love the series. I just can't read it too much right now. So on Tumblr, a book you read before BookTube but haven't raved much about on BookTube. That was kind of easy too. Eric Jerome Dickey's Chasing Destiny. This book is off the freaking chain. I suggest this book to everybody, anybody. I don't care if you're black, white, Chinese, Asian, or Latino. This is just a really good book. It's about a girl, and her name is Billy. Billy, who is pretty much, she's a biker chick kind of girl, and she ended up getting pregnant by this guy who's struggling or sort of trying to figure out whether or not he wants to leave his wife and his daughter. And what it is that the narrative goes between Billy's perspective and the daughter's, and I'm not sure if it ends between those two, but it's just some crazy stuff that goes into this book, and it's just off the chain. I recommend this book highly. So, Myspace, a book you don't plan on rereading, and of course it's going to be anything by Laurell K Hamilton. I didn't know if this a book you don't plan on rereading is like being shady towards the author or not, but I took it as shade, so I'm throwing the shade back. And Laurell K Hamilton, yes. The reason I picked Narcissus and Chain in her series because this is book 9, and this is when everything started to change, and I was really like, yeah, she's getting weird, and yet I still keep reading her, but I have no plans of rereading any of her books after Narcissus and Chain. I can just take them as I go. It's like drink, throw the glass, drink, throw the glass, drink, throw. Then next thing you know, your ass be just drunk and just go. Instagram, a book with a gorgeous picture-worthy cover. This took a minute, and I will go ahead and just say that I have two options or two choices in that. The first one is A Tale for the Time Being. Like, I just love the clash of colors here. I love the earth tones, and then the water tones, the turquoise, the yellow, and the little Asian girl at the top peeking and everything, and then the little burst of red. I just love this cover. I remember seeing this at the bookstore at Barnes & Nobles, and it was just like, put that on your list. If I don't want to do this, I go to bookstores, and instead of me buying a book, I'll put it on a wait list, and I'll take a picture of it with my phone just to keep it in my head that I need to buy that book. But yes, this is one. The other one is actually Lynn Benedict's Shadows series. I know this is kind of too much, right? Well, here we'll do it simply. That's the first book. The second book with her black girl body. The third book. And the fourth book. And where's the fifth book? I wish she would have had another one. I'm so mad about that. But anyway, yes, I love these covers. I love it because it's an urban fantasy series. You know, they got the same model on the cover. The colors are just popping, and it's just like, ooh, I cannot wait to read this and see what this girl is gonna do. So the next question is a book you wish would be made into a movie, and this one was pretty easy too. Actually, no, that's a lie. It was hard, and that is Gloria Naylor's Mama Day. Oh, yes. You know what, really, this book don't even need to be made into a movie because the movie would just mess it up all the way. Like, just keep it as a damn book. But if I had a choice, I guess out of all the books that I read, I think I would really love this to be a movie. And I talked about this book before, so I suggest you go to my old video and see what it's about. And then the last question, Skype. A book with characters that you wish you could talk to instead of just reading about. And that is a tie. I think all the books are like that, but that is a tie between Patricia Cornwell's first book in her Scarpetta series, Postmortem, and my lovely, lovely mama Sue Grafton in her Kinsey Millhone, A is for Alibi, is the first book in those series. So yes, I would love to talk to them. I would love to talk to Kinsey because I want to talk about being a private investigator. I want to know all the little nuances and the little like law-abiding legal aspects of being in that business, and I would like her smart-ass mouth also to help flourish mine. And I want to talk to Kate Scarpetta because I want to talk about, I don't know, she's just somebody who I feel like I could probably learn a lot of information about, and not just on the forensics aspect and dead bodies, but just in general about life, because you know she has to offer up a little bit in her series. So I really wish that I would have pick some more books. I had a hard time picking a few of these for these questions, but I think that I really encompassed exactly what I plan on doing. I appreciate you guys for watching, and what I was going to say is that go ahead, if you have any ideas or any comments or anything, please share them with me because I love to just talk about these books and many more. So thanks again for stopping by. I'm going to be picking back up this week, and it's 8 minutes into this video, and I appreciate it, so goodbye.